This tutorial will show you how to display an order summary table that can be used on the last page of a form, in an email receipt, and also in a dynamic PDF. We'll show you how to conditionally display the rows in the order summary table based on what was selected on the form. Let's get started in the Form Designer. We've got the outline of a simple order form with one product that can be ordered. First, let's duplicate that group or row and update the field names to indicate that it is product number 2. Now let's add a small button after product number 1, name it Add Product, and attach an action to show that product number 2 group. Below the product groups, let's add a subtotal field and a total field. Note that all the fields contain formatting for currency fields, so the numbers show up as a currency. We'll make some additional adjustments to bind different fields and buttons, so the price per fields and total fields automatically fill up. We'll make those same adjustments for all of product number 2. When we preview the form, we can see that we have one product visible, and when we click the Add button, product number 2 is displayed. This is a quick example of how to add multiple products to an order dynamically. A more detailed explanation of this process is covered in the video tutorial, Adding Rows to a Form Dynamically. Now let's create the order summary page. Navigate to help.logiforms.com/forums and access the Order Summary Layout and HTML article under the Tips and Tricks. This forum post includes the HTML code you will need to use for the order summary layout. Copy the entire table to your clipboard. If you know HTML or have an HTML editor, it'll be easy to make changes to this simple HTML code. Even without experience, you should be able to make modifications to the code. The HTML includes our CSS style settings at the top, and a table heading row and 4 columns for product, price, quantity, and total. If you have additional columns on your form, you would simply add an extra TD element to both the heading table and in the body. The body of this table includes one row and some default wildcards that need to be updated to correspond to the field names on the form. Let's start by updating the wildcards of that first table row to match the field names we've set up in the Form Designer. Now let's add the second row of the table that will be conditionally displayed. In HTML, each table row is defined by a tr opening tag and a tr closing tag. You can clearly see where each row starts and ends. Copy the first row and paste it below. Be sure it is inside the end table tag. Now rename each field so that it ends in 2 instead of 1. Now we have the second row of our table. Let's add the inline condition so that it is only shown when there is actually a second product selected. In order to do this, we place our cursor above the second row opening TR tag and use HTML comment code format to insert a simple condition that says, if product total 2 is greater than 0, then, and we close the condition below the row's closing TR tag. Using inline conditions, whatever is inside the condition is only shown if the rule evaluates to true. Now let's copy this HTML into the form designer. When using HTML, be sure to include the CSS at the top of the HTML. This is where the colors and fonts are set. You can modify this CSS code to change the look of your table. But if you're just using Notepad, you can select all and copy. Right-click on the form and choose Insert Page, and then select Append a Form to add a new page. Insert a free text heading element. Switch to source code and insert all of our HTML code. Launch a preview and select only one product and advance to the order summary screen. As you can see, only one product is shown. Now let's go back and add a second product and click Next. Our order summary adjusts dynamically to show the second row. This method of using inline conditions can be used to show as many rows as there are products in the order. And this HTML code can be reused as the body of an autoresponder, notification email, or to dynamically generate a PDF order receipt. Just copy and paste the exact same HTML in the email editor or PDF editor. This concludes our tutorial on creating an order summary page. Please also see our user guide for more information on using inline conditions.